So, we're here, and we're doing what is known as the Minecraft Command Bonanza. Now, I honestly still don't know what this is that I'm actually doing, but generally what I'm gonna call it is basically trying to make weird things, good things, whatever things from commands. Now, Bedrock has an amazing command system, and you cannot fault it in any way. It's perfect. So, we do the classic audio check, and in this one I'll need to remember to do this, because I need to update the controller every so often, or it won't work. Right, let's see if this works. So, we do the... Okay. Right. Let's begin. I need to remember to do this, or the stream's gonna end, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, let's start with a classic old command block. Oh, 1 minute. Okay, so I just needed to move the thing, or it would get in the way. I want to give that P command. It's a bit glitchy for some reason, but it'll work. Right, so generally I'm just going to show off some, like, I don't know why it's this laggy today. Generally I'm just going to show off easy ways to do stuff, or harder ways that make it better. For example, here is /tp at p. If you do, like, the tilde, then it will actually teleport the person compared to where the command block is. Now that's not useful when you want to teleport compared to where the person is, so what you do instead is execute at p tilde tp at s comma tilde free tilde, and it brings you up compared to where you are instead. Right, the corners you turn them off by doing real command block output false. I did it wrong. And then game rule send command feedback false. And then you've got both of them as false, so when you do this, it won't show anything in the chat. After you do this, you can actually add another command block, which is a chain. It's a chain unconditional, always active. And what this one is /effect at p slow falling, and then you want to have it for 5 seconds or something, to the power 255 effect. Now hopefully I've done these the right way around. Yeah. Slow falling doesn't really get slower, so you can actually not do it for 5 seconds, but only 1 should be useful. So that basically brings you back down. But the useful thing about this is you can put a player 100 blocks in the sky, then get ready with a set block one below stone. I'm gonna apply that just for now, and then you can turn this, enter, do this there, and then you've got a stone block to keep you all the way up there. But that's like relative commands like that are useful, but they're not everything. So you could do for now, let's get rid of this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to summon a lightning bolt. Now that summons a lightning bolt. It dies very quickly, it dies literally now. So, what you want to do instead is, don't do an infinite one or it'll cause your world to lag. You can do one for every button press, which is obviously just putting in the command block. Or, you can summon other things. You can summon a wither. So we're not going to summon a wither because that's useless. And it'll just cause a wither to exist, which I don't want. So what this the point of this is to I'm gonna make something out of commands, just like generally a game or something. So we can first do, if you get all of these things, yeah. Well, actually, what we can do is get an iron ore. Now, let me just make sure that that tile drops are on. We place down an iron ore, and then we get a command. Why am I looking here? Oh, I need to give myself a command block. Give at a command block. Right. Here, in this command block, we're going to always kill at what you do is an execute at E. Type equals item name equals iron ore. Hopefully that should work. Actually no, it won't, because there's no spaces in commands except for when between commands. Execute at E type item name equals iron ore, and then what you're going to do is give. Oh wait, no, you can't do that yet. Give. I'm doing it wrong. Give at P iron ingot 1. And then duplicate that in a chain, unconditional, always active, but instead kill at S with no delay. Put this on repeat, always active. Then we get ourselves an iron pickaxe, and then go into game mode S. This should work, hopefully. It doesn't give me iron ore, it gives me iron ingot, which is perfect for what we want. You can actually bring this onto a normal world, and this will just auto smelt. But that's fine for what it is. So now we've got an auto smelter for iron. We'll do the same for gold, and everything else that needs smelting, which is it just gold? I can't remember. Gold ingot, and then I need to change this to gold ore, and then on the first one I have to do the same. So that will do it for gold, and what else needs to be? I'm just going to look through just to make sure I know what's been smelted here. Full inventory, right. I've not... Yeah, right, ours. What needs to be smelted is iron, gold, not diamonds, not lapis, not redstone, not coal, not emerald, not quartz, not nether gold. Okay, ancient debris. That's the only other one you need to smelt, I think. And it gives you, what is it, a netherite scrap or an ancient scrap? Because I need the official name. It's a netherite scrap, so let me make sure you can give that. You can. Okay, and then the block will be called ancient debris. So, if we do the same thing here, debris, and then give appy netherite scrap 1, and the same thing here, but just ancient debris. Alright. Now that we've got this, yeah, we're gonna get iron ore, gold ore, and ancient debris, and a diamond pickaxe. Right, so we're gonna put just 3 in a row like this. Dun, 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 and then Right, so we can test this now. So go into game mode survival, and then where it'll work. Break this. I get netherite scrap. Gold, I get gold. And the iron, I get iron. So that is auto smelt, which is one of the first ways you can set your world to. You can put this in the survival world. It won't be legit, obviously, because you need to put commands. But you can put this in the survival world and have these as a thing instead, so you can just like make it easier for yourself if you wanted to. If you wanted to just have that feeling of a mod as well, sort of. So yeah, that basically turns any item you want into another item that goes right into the inventory. There. Next, so we'll go over here for our next part. You can do similar things when you find things in chests. So say XP orb. Now an XP orb is useful because it comes from a bottle enchanting, which you can throw. See, you throw it, XP orbs. The problem with it is there's only one usually. There's more than one usually. Sometimes there's more, but there's usually more than one. But that usually isn't an issue. So what you can do is in a, let's just start with an impulse unconditional always active. Oh, yeah, no, right there. You wanna check for an XP orb, so you do execute at a type equals XP underscore orb, and then and then you want to do the command that happens at that place. And you can do anything, but I like TNT, but I'm not going to show TNT here because it's going to destroy everything. I don't want to destroy anything. So for now, we'll do a throwable iron golem. And we'll just do the location for good measure. And then, what's this set at? Repeat unconditional, always active. Because we'll have the same, like so. And then we'll have something like that. Slash execute. I'm bad at typing. At a type equals XP underscore orb kill S. So now you can throw an iron golem. Yeah. So that's I'm going to label these actually, so we can at the end of the hour, which I'm nearly a third of the way through, sorry for that, nearly a third of the way through, which I'm nearly a third of the way through. We'll see what I've been able to create. Now, oh, you can't do that, right? I'll just do Netherite auto then, and then throw golem. Right. So that is 4 commands so far that I've created in 18 minutes. Next, you can take more advantage of the XP orb to do different commands. And you can do multiple effects of things. The problem with multiple, say I had, right, I'm gonna do a little, like, time, like, line. So this is the first tick of which an XP orb exists. And then the second tick, you want something else to happen, and then it dies. So we'll do dies. So first tick, second tick, someone dies, yeah. The second tick, since this is on repeat, it will actually also happen at that point, the first tick. And then the second tick, and then it'll die. And then at that point, it'll start again. So it'll never end because of the fact that it overlaps in time. It'll always give you the effect, which is obviously not useful. So this is the only real way to have it happen. Next, you can, like, ride mobs. It's a bit weird the way I've put it, but basically, you want to have a boat or a minecart, and you want to teleport it forever above a mob, and that will make you ride it. It is really weird, because it's not that, it's really buggy. So yeah. Now next, throwing items. Throwing items can change things. So say this wasn't always active, or it isn't always active, it needs redstone, which these are always active, so this needs redstone to stay on. Now it's really simple because all you have to do is have this here. So what you do is you have two one-word items, so let's just do a scoot and a string. And basically what you're going to do is a la this. You want to get there and there. Not call this Netherite or auto anymore. But a toggle. Toggle off. Now, this is what execute IE type item name scoot. Scoot. Give, and then you don't want to do this. You want to what's this spot? -5 for -17. Set block -5 for -17. And then for the scoot, we'll have it turn on because it's green. So redstone block. And then SQIE type item name equals scoot equals scoot kill at S. There we go. And then this is toggle O, so we need to make a toggle N. So we got this, we got this. Toggle N, and then we'll do stone. And then here it doesn't say scoot anymore, it says string. Here it will do the same. So now you've got a string and a scoot. You also want to have a third one. If we just do this, give at S scoot, not scoot, just scoot. Scoot 1. Give at S scoot no string 1. What's happened here? Why is this? Oh, right. Let's just not have that happen. Right, good. So if I'm correct, scoot turns that on, string turns that off. And what this is something that is like needs to be toggled. For example, /TP at P to execute at E type equals sheep. Yeah. TP TP at P to my location +3 in the sky, and then you can have also back by 3, and then at angles of 45, I think, and then 0. I think that's correct. Now currently it's toggled like that, but if we spawn a sheep, there, like this. It won't do anything yet until we turn it on. And then I'll forever be the wrong way. So we can turn it off. And instead have 0.45. Now we've turned it on by throwing this. It's facing the wrong way, see, it's not facing the actual sheep. So what we do is we throw this, and then instead of 45 here, instead of 0 here, I mean, we'll do 90. There we go. So if we try this, now I think, oh no, I changed how far away from the sheep I changed then. I don't want to do that. So we should do 90, 45 like that. And then once we've done that, we see if this works actually. So there, now it'll follow a sheep. And you can unlock yourself by using the toggle. Now the toggle's useful because you don't need to turn off your commands then. Because you can turn your commands off and then nothing will work until you change the commands so that it does work. But this is toggle in, toggle off. And this is sheep view. Well, it's not actually, it's spectating a sheep. Now this will work with players. I don't have a player to test this, but it will work, and you can set yourself invisible, and you can follow the player. It's more finicky because the player moves more, and it's already like, you can see it's already weird and glitchy, like when the sheep is like that. So yeah. So that's sheep view, or anything view, but sheep view I've done. And that is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 commands done. So if we can finish 10 by the end of the stream, that'll be cool. For some reason it's not giving me back the scoots and strings, so we can test that. Here. Give that a scoot. Oh, it's because it's giving the command block a scoot, which is not what it should do. Give that P scoot one. It should change to. And then watch out because it's spamming your scoots here. So what you want to do quickly is change this to conditional. It's still giving me stuff. Change this to conditional. Okay, good. Now this won't work, but this means, what the conditional means is the last command has to be successful for this command to happen. Now you don't need to do conditional, you can just have a comparator coming out of the edge, and then it'll go on if it's successful. But I like doing this because it's quicker, but it might be easier for you to learn if you have a comparator. Next, let me just claim inventory, because I've got scoots and strings. Now drop item is known. You can do. I've shown rideable ender pearls. It was actually my first video over a year ago now, which is strange to think. You can do targets, which what happens when you do targets is there is a target reaction game. I'm not going to make because I'm not doing that sort of stuff because it's command blocks that I'm doing. But yeah, that is possible. Next, we're going to do parkour blocks, or like one parkour block at least. We'll do jump. So blue terracotta. I'm just going to put that there. Take these. Wherever I took them exact. I'm going to just take them. Right. So, /execute. It's the best command in the world. Execute at P, so that will be the closest player, which is me, because I'm in single player. Execute at me. What was it? Okay, din test for block. I'm just gonna have to check something for a second. Okay, right, test for block. You want to do hardened clay 11. And you want to test for that. What we're going to do is previous output. I'm going to stand here on this and see if it works. Amazing. Right. Well, we're going to see if this works. So, effect at P for, I don't know, one. Well, this is jump boost first. Jump boost. Effect at P jump boost. And then one. No, wait. We'll have to seconds come first, I think. So yeah, 1 second, and then jump boost 10. Okay, it doesn't work. So we do conditional. You're not always active. You're not working because unexpected hardened clay. Test for block. I've done it the wrong way around. Amazing. Still doesn't work. Failed to execute test for block. Slash test for block. Position, name, and data value. That is what it's doing. Maybe we'll just do test for block stone for now, just to make sure that it's working in some capacity. Where's stone? That's infested stone. Oh, it's infested stone, yeah. If stone does just come like 3 seconds without infested stone. Now it works. So something about hardened clay didn't work, but you get onto the block and it gives you jump boost, or gives you whatever you want to give it. You could do, if you go over here, yeah, blindness. So now you go on it, boom. Now this is blindness 10, I think, so it's not actually that bad. Oh god, you should not go on it for a while, because it can do that. Next. So we'll change this back now. We'll just do speed. Right. Can be useful. So for now we're not just going to have that block, we're going to have the block here so that we don't accidentally jump on it. Rename this to the parkour block. Capitals. I've not renamed. This is the Throwable Golem. This is toggles. And this is the sheep view. And that is Minecraft. Minecraft Commands Bonanza so far. Now I'll do a few more of these. I've not finished, by the way. I'm just saying I'll do a few more of these eventually. I don't know when eventually is. Maybe once every 2 months, something like that. When I come up with new things, basically, I'll make a command bonanza. But yeah, I've got a few more things first. Now, I don't have the new snapshots / what should I call them, betas on this. But you can do. This is like really scratching the surface as well. You can do like, you can place blocks at a certain radius. So like, I can't set that at the moment because it takes ages. But what you can do is like stand in a block and then look here, and it'll like draw on a plane for you, and it will be like a very specific thing. Right. Next, a command block that gives you the Midas touch might be useful. Well, it won't be useful, it'll just be fun. But there is what I like to call the Nether Commands. Now, they're actually not going to take place in the Nether, surprisingly. But they are still good, because it basically, what my Nether Commands do is, let's just like dig out this area here. So if we just stand here and then do slash fill, and then we can go current 10, current 10, current 10, and then current minus 10, current minus 10, current minus 10, minus 10, and then you can fill it with like netherrack, yeah. Netherrack, fill with netherrack. 0, replace grass. Kind of place blocks outside the world. Okay, so we'll go from here then. Okay, 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 right. It'll work from here then. There, right. We'll do that, and then you can do other things. So replace water, and then you can do lava. Now, it didn't really work, which is why you can do replace obsidian. Oh, like that. And then if we go back up here where it says replace grass, you can actually do replace dirt as well. And you can do this in the overworld where there's hills and anything, and it will make that that place look like the Nether, which can be good. If you want to do stuff like that. If not, then I guess this one's not for you. A more practical use of the Throw Golem, not specifically Throw Golem, but we're going to just change this to needs redstone, and then just make a little redstone circuit so that it only has one on at a time. So we want to do redstone torch, redstone, lever, and then repeater. There's probably a much easier way to do this, but I don't care. You do this, and then this. Use redstone, right? Yeah. There. and then this will invert it. Right, so we're going to call this one, yeah, the Throwable Health. Heath, no, health. Okay, throw, health. I'm actually bad at writing. Right, throw health. Now, XP Orb's fine, summon Iron Golem is not. Because what it's going to be instead is effect at P is the website, slash effect at P health boost, that's what it is. At P health boost. Now I want to make sure that this is right. So health boost, and then we want you to have extra health for only a certain amount of time. So let's do 300 seconds, 5 minutes. So we'll do 20 minutes. 20 minutes of extra health. And then the strength of the health boost. So I think it's the amount of hit points that you get extra. But it might be the amount of hearts, so for now we'll do 10. Just to see if that's what it is. So now if we go into a game mode, let's make sure that's one on it is. Game mode, S. Wait a second, is this right? It is, right. So if we go into game mode, S. And test it, it doesn't work. Whoa. I can't even go into creative to see why. We'll do previous output. Right, I want extra health. Okay, why is it not giving me? See, this is what we do. Unexpected health boost. Slash F at P health. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh yeah, I still done Heath. Wow. I'm bad. Right. Let's try it now. Without the mistake. Okay, 10 is not good. Let's not do 10. So, health boost 12. Health boost 10. So let's do health boost 5. Health boost 4 actually, I think. Because it gives you 2.5 hearts. I think. Right, 1 minute. I need to go into creative. Now let's try this instead. Yeah, let's try this. So we do this. Let's try this one. There we go. So health boost 4 gives you an extra row of hearts. Now, of course, you need to regenerate. You need time to regenerate. But since you get it for 20 minutes and it needs time, that's fine. That rhyme. So let's get enough milk. If you need to regenerate it, you can after the XP orb has happened. You can conditional chain conditional always active slash effect at P regeneration, and we're going to give it for, you can give it for like 4 seconds on the max amount of good that it can do. 254, I think. Now let's just make sure that works. Okay, it's not giving me regeneration. So we'll see why. Not game mode CD. No, game mode C. Why is this right? We'll set the previous output. I'll go into survival again. Which is that there is no previous output. Okay, let's just get this. Put it there then. Drink the milk. And game mode S. Right. There you go. It doesn't really need 4 seconds, but yeah, it exists. So let's instead of doing 4 seconds, that's not where I want to do it. Instead of doing 4 seconds, we'll do 2. Drink the milk. So now, if you want some health boost and you find a bottle of enchanting, you can do this. And then you have health boost, you have an extra row of hearts and to play with in your game. So that is an example of a really useful one, including these ones as well, for health. Of course, I've just said you can do that as well. It's going to attack now. I'm going to run because, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna slash kill. I've said it right. Kill at E, and he's dead. So I think that's about as much as I can really convey in a short hour. But I will show what we've just what we've just done. So we have made an auto-smeltable iron, an auto-smeltable gold, and an auto-smeltable netherite, which is cool, because that's simple. Well, it's not simple. It's simple to make. It's not simple if you want achievement. We've got Spectate in somewhere, toggles and spectating that can also be changed for players. We've got throwing golems, throwing things, but that can be literally anything. You don't even need to summon things. You can just throw a lightning bolt. Well, actually, that is summoning things. You can actually just throw a block, like you'll throw it and then when it breaks, it makes a block there. And then throwable health, that will give you health for 20 minutes. Parkour block, which does this. It makes you faster when you're on it, or you can do jump boost or anything. And then there's the Nether Commands, which can make the world look like Nether. But that's about as much as I can do, as I said. I'm going to have a little bit, 3 or 4 day break from doing the live streamings, and be back on probably next day. Anything else I got to say? There might be videos on me second channel. Yeah, and there might be on the Bonanza Productions channel as well, possibly, if I put stuff on there. I don't know. But as it is a group channel, we will see. And yeah, thanks for watching the stream, and hopefully these help you in some way that you need it to. I guess I'll have timestamps in the description that when it's put on YouTube. I'll have timestamps for certain parts that you want to find. But other than that, thanks for watching, as I said, and I'll see you on Friday, I think, and on my other channels. Goodbye.